Why does Trump want to attack Iran?
He doesn't want to attack Iran. This is just Donald Trump's, folly. If he thought he could get away with it, if he thought he could pull a Venezuela, come in and do a quick strike and get the objectives, but the objectives that need to be gotten are regime change, and it has to happen quick. The Israelis have put Donald Trump on notice that if there is an attack against Iran, that it has to kill the regime, and it has to happen quickly, like 3 to 5 days, because Israel could absorb 700 Iranian ballistic missiles and no more. Israel doesn't want to absorb 700 missiles unless the price that they're paying by absorbing these missiles results in an outcome that has the theocracy eliminated and Iran eliminated as a threat. And so Donald Trump now is looking at it, and his military people are saying, can't do it, boss. Can't accomplish that. That mission cannot be accomplished. He's sending all the ballistic missile defense forces in the region. It's not enough. His experts are saying, boss, during that 12-day war, we had all the THAAD batteries and the Patriot 3 batteries integrated with the Arrow 3s and David Slings and the Aegis, and we couldn't stop the missiles. Now you're sending in resources to the Middle East that aren't nearly what we had to defend Israel, and you think they're going to defend our bases? Isn't going to happen, boss. If we go to war, they're going to take out our bases, and thousands of Americans are coming home in body bags. And we can't win this war. It's going to last forever. And Donald Trump, finally, his brain went, that means I lose the midterm. And now we come to the real crux of the problem. This is about American politics. Donald Trump's already in trouble because of Milwaukee. I mean,
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. I'm sorry. ICE has destroyed his credibility, and there's a good chance he's going to lose the House just on ICE alone. Now, if he gets us involved in a war with Iran where thousands of Americans die, and it's a long, dragged out fight, costing us hundreds of billions of dollars, no end in sight, thousands of Americans dead, he's done. And by done, I mean, he doesn't just lose the House. You lose the House, you're going to be impeached every day of the week for the rest of his term. That's just the reality. Democrats have said that's going to happen. You lose the Senate, you can become convicted. Then you go to jail. So Donald Trump is looking at his political future and personal future being flushed down the toilet of life because of his stupidity. He is not going to attack Iran because the military can't guarantee him the quick victory he must have. So he's done a lot of blustering, but now he's at the negotiating table, and I think we're going to be at the negotiating table for a long time, up until at least the midterms come in.
Does Benjamin Netanyahu understand that the United States cannot achieve any military objective in Iran?
Oh, yes. Look, it was Benjamin Netanyahu that called up Donald Trump at the end of the 12-day war, begging Donald Trump to intervene and stop the Iranian missiles from hitting Israel, because Iran was dialed in. The final days of the war, Iran was sending a missile in, it was hitting a target, and the Israelis knew exactly what that target was. They wouldn't let anybody else see, but the Israelis knew that the Iranians hit a room or a facility that was very specialized, very sensitive, that you could only know about if you had really good intelligence, and they obliterated it. And the Israelis went, wait a minute, they're starting to take out all the really high value stuff. We need this war to end because we can't stop those missiles. And if this continues, it's really going to hurt. So they begged Donald Trump to stop the war. Israel's anti-ballistic missile capability has not improved. Iranian ballistic missile strike capability has improved. The Israelis are the ones telling Donald Trump, don't attack unless you can kill him. And Donald Trump's being told by his people, we can't kill him. So they know that. But now Netanyahu has to play political games because he's in a political crisis as well. So he has to be seen as not being afraid of an attack, but it's an American decision. And so that's why you're seeing some noise out of there. But the Israelis have been telling the United States, do not pull the trigger unless you can guarantee that you kill the king. Don't strike the king unless you can kill him.